It's been a while since I've talked about my hair, so I thought it would be a good time to do an update. So today, as I share my Sisterlocks update, I'm also going to unbraid my hair. So let's get started. First of all, I just had my hair in this style, just two buns, if you can call them buns, to just get it off my shoulders and out of my face as I went about my morning tasks. This is a day that will be spent in the house, so that's why I'm wearing a handy house dress. I just noticed how close the match was with this pillow, but hey, that's fine. So let's start with my hair care. And actually, it's not about hair care, it's more about hair neglect. The past few months, I have spent just in the process of moving and adapting to a new environment. And I really haven't focused on my hair. I've been in struggle mode or trying to get by mode. And so I haven't really focused on hair quite that much. But as things begin to settle a little bit more, I thought it was time to refocus. So I'm doing a lot of things that are self-care related on multiple levels. Hair care is important, but there are higher levels of self-care as well, such as connecting to new doctors, your specialists, starting your regular appointments again, going to see your optometrist, finding a dentist, knowing where the pharmacist is in your new community, things like that. That's real self-care and wellness to me. The steps you make to prevent healthcare emergencies or to either stop or slow the progression of an illness. So that's what self-care. It's not going to get your hair done or going to get a massage or anything like that. So that's what I'm starting to focus on. But I'm also starting to think about the things that I've neglected in the past few months. Like I've talked about in the past that I have alopecia in the back of my hair and it is still there and I haven't connected to a new dermatologist quite yet. And that is the plan. But once again, as I mentioned, survival mode. But now that things are leveling out, I will be finding a new dermatologist. And if you are having challenges with your hair, and I have to say, if whether you wear relaxed hair or natural hair, if you notice there's a spot in your crown or anywhere where the hair is starting to break off, or if you're seeing patches, cleaner spots, or it's looking sparse, that's something you can talk about with your stylist, of course. Ask them what they've noticed, if they've noticed any changes to your hair, but then you need to see a dermatologist. A hairstylist may know how to maintain your locks and keep them looking healthy, but they can't necessarily tell you how to treat an illness that they can't diagnose, if it is an illness or if it's something that requires medical attention or medication. They can't do that part, and you have to be aware of that. And also admit to yourself when there's a problem, and don't say, well, I'm just gonna wear my hair in a different style, I'm gonna comb it over, or I'm just gonna wear a wig sometimes. And if you love wearing wigs, that's fine. But what I'm saying is you don't treat issues with your hair and scalp by covering them. Wear your hair like you want to. I am very much against telling women, black women in particular, how to wear their hair. Wear it how you want to. But my recommendation would be, if you notice that there's an issue with your hair, that you get yourself to a dermatologist. And no credential outside of a medical degree is going to suffice when you're losing hair. No tonic, no special treatment. Go to a doctor, please. I urge you. And so I'm going to get myself back to the doctor and follow my own advice. Finding a consultant in Ohio has been challenging because when I go to the Sisterlocks website, most of the consultants already have their clientele built up and they're not taking new clients. A lot of them, if they have web pages, they will say not taking new clients, and that's fine. But I want to urge you, if you're in a place that has limited consultants that are available to retie your hair, that you consider researching trainees in your area. I found a number of trainees in Ohio, and I happened to match with an excellent Sisterlocks consultant trainee who is now officially a consultant. I'm very grateful to have found her. I love her setup. It is in her home, but she has an area devoted to her craft, and she takes her business very seriously. She's easy to talk to and friendly and professional. And those are all things that I look for in a consultant. I want you to be about your business, but I also want you to be kind. And I'd also like to establish a nice rapport with you. And I think I've accomplished that. So I'm very much happy with the new consultant that I'm working with. And I'm hoping that we can continue our working relationship. We have established pretty much set times and dates for my appointments, and that works for me. It is quite a distance from where I live. It's about 1 hour and 15 minutes from where I live, which my previous consultant was about 45 minutes. But if there's anything that I'm going to travel for, it's to get my hair done. So it's okay. As you know, it's not like I'm going every 2 weeks. And also it's just really a nice trip to get out of my current area, which there are very few cultural resources. And so it's a nice way to just take a trip and to do a little bit of shopping too. So there's not a lot here, you know, cultural resources or shopping. So I can kind of build my day or my weekend around my hair appointment. And it all works out. So how long have I been locked? I have been locked for 3 years and 10 months. And I'd like to say my locks are pretty mature at this point. The ends still have not sealed completely. And usually when I'm washing it myself, I'll wash it in braids. And I used to say I wash it in braids because it's less heavy. But now, washing my hair in braids a couple days ago, it was heavy. And I think it's just the length and the amount of hair on my head has just changed from even a few months ago, and it just feels heavier when wet. The last time I went for a retie, my consultant washed it loose, and after she washed it and retied it, I noticed that the curls were more defined than they are when I braid it out, which is interesting. So the next time I wash my hair at home, I might see what it looks like if I wash it loose. Now this time I did not make smaller twist sections in the front, and I'm okay with that. I might lose some newly established baby locks when I do that. But y'all, I'm tired. I don't feel like doing that. I want a easy experience. Even when I'm deciding to do a braid out, I don't got time. And I actually braided my hair very early in the morning on my remote work day. So it was like, it may have been 4:30 in the morning when I braided it. And it took a minute. It took maybe 45 minutes, maybe an hour. Because, you know, early in the morning, I'm getting my coffee, I'm running around, I'm cleaning a little bit, I'm doing all kind of stuff in the morning. And so it took a minute. I have an event tomorrow, so I thought that not only would clean hair be good, but you know, I had a little jazz with a little fresh braid out. So that's why we are here. Now I have to say my hair is a little easier to braid with this length, which is cool. I can appreciate that. Now let me do some more finger combing. So I'm probably gonna get up from here and take a hand mirror to see the back to see if I can cover a little bit the problem area. Maybe I can. But as I mentioned, that's a work in progress. I'm not in love with the way the back of my hair looks, but I'm definitely going to research how I can continue to improve that area. And thank you so much for community members who have mentioned to me other Sisterlocks videos that address hair loss and how they have worked to resolve those issues. I'm gonna definitely look into those as I seek medical treatment. Now here's an interesting thing about my current Sisterlocks. There's one or two of them that are just wildly long and out of proportion with the rest. Let me see if I can find one. I'm looking at the viewfinder now. Let's see. Is that it? That's it. Look at this. Now I'm gonna let it go. So this is it. I'm not trying to pull it to stretch it. I'm trying to pull it to take out the pattern of the braid out. So it's ridiculous. Why? I'm not mad at it. It was a little bit harder to braid out. I just move it to the back most of the time. So it might look really wild in the back, but that's fine. I just move it. Now, how many locks do I have? Sometimes I forget. But I believe at install, I was at 502 locks. I can say that I most likely have 502 to 506 locks at any given time. Now, have I lost locks? Yes. I have lost probably 3, maybe 4 locks. The first one I lost when I was sitting at a kitchen island in my old apartment, playing with my hair, fiddling around, and pop, I believe it was an edge lock. But yeah, that was the first one. I lost one while traveling, just kind of fell out. And I believe I lost one, I was in my office and it just kind of fell out. And I think there was another one. I think I lost a final one either in the temporary living space when I moved to Ohio or when I finally moved to my more permanent housing here. So 3 or 4? Yes. And how did that impact me in the moment? Of course, it was shocking. For the most part, it didn't change the overall look of my hair. I do kind of fear losing a lock in a critical area. Now that I'm having issues at the top of my head, some of the ones in the top of my head at the crown area are a little bit weak. And so I wonder if one pops off there, what am I gonna do? And I don't know the answer to that. And I don't know, as far as the Sisterlocks consultant world, who the consultants are that do Sisterlocks repairs. I don't know. It would be cool if that was a specific service that was really teased out on the website, that you knew who you could go to have a lock repair. Or if a lock repair was taught in the retightening class. That would be great. Now let me go ahead and have a look at the back of my head like I said, and I'll come back and show it to you. Let me get sorted. Alrighty, I'm back. Now I noticed as I got sorted in the mirror that there was a little bit of debris in my hair right there. My apologies. Usually that is my sunscreen. I don't know how that works, but the sunscreen that I put around the perimeter of my hair within my daily routine can get caught into my edges and make a little residue. I use Black Girl sunscreen and I love it, but sometimes it gets in the hair just a little bit. So I tried to remove that. I did check to make sure that there weren't any flakes that were in my scalp, or if that's where it was originating. Doesn't look like it was. I do believe that it was just the hairline and the products that were in my hairline mixing with whatever. And so that's what that was. So it's gone now. So wanted to show you the back of my hair. Okay. So if you can see, I think it looks a little bit less sparse right now because it's almost time for my retie. My retie is September 9th, so it may not look as sparse. And plus, I did a braid out, so there's that. So I wanted to talk about the products that I have repurchased first. My favorite shampoo. Being in this new area, I went to search for it in a local Walmart. It was not there. I had to choose another shampoo that was most likely designed for, not me. I know that there are many shampoos that are not necessarily formulated for African American hair that work just fine for Sisterlocks. I tried one in my local Walmart. I'll share which one in the description so that maybe you would skip this one if you have hair like mine, 4C, 4B hair, mostly 4C, that maybe this isn't the best one for you. But now I want to talk about the one that I do love and just purchased online because I couldn't find it locally. So now I want to talk about the shampoo that I do use and do love and I have repurchased. It is the Carol's Daughter Wash Day Delight. And this one is the one with aloe. And it has no sulfates, no parabens, no silicones, no artificial colors. And it says, hair so clean and so surprisingly soft. And I can say that that's pretty much true. It does leave the hair feeling soft. When I want to have a deep cleanse, I do use another shampoo. I haven't used it in a while. It's a Suave shampoo, and I'll leave a link to that in the description. But the Suave shampoo is one that I use very rarely. I would much rather use this one. And here's a bottle that I have finished. I thought I would use that just to provide the evidence that it is well used in this household, and I will buy more. Another product that I have almost depleted and went on ahead and bought a second bottle. It's the Pravana Intense Therapy Leave-In Conditioner. And this helps my hair with detangling. I like to wear my hair up quite a bit. A high bun or a low pony. I don't necessarily want to feel it hitting my shoulders. And so when I take it down, it gets tangled. And this is something that didn't occur at shorter lengths. But once my hair started getting length to it, the takedown required some patient and slow finger detangling. This makes that process much, much easier. I don't think the water here is particularly good for my hair. After I wash my hair, I do rinse it with distilled water to ensure that the minerals in this Ohio water aren't impacting my hair growth. This is the one that I'm currently using. This is my backup. They do occasionally run out of this on Amazon, so I thought I would go ahead and purchase a backup. So I'm ready. Another thing, and this may be a controversial one for the Sisterlocks community, is that I have started using an oil on my hair. And I know, my previous video said that is a huge no-no. It is against my previous consultant's advice. Girl, I'm sorry. I know. And I remember the reasons you told me not to do it. I remember, but also, forgive me. There are two. I don't know where the other one is right now. Trust me, I had to. It's the Miel or Miel, I don't know. Rosemary mint scalp and hair strengthening oil infused with biotin and encourages growth for daily use scalp treatment, split-end care. And I know this product gets a lot of good reviews from the natural hair community. And I'm starting to see more discussion in the Microlocs community and Sisterlocks communities as well. And it's just me dealing with the dryness and scalp itchiness. I just use a little bit. I love that this has a dropper. Oh my gosh. I love that it has a dropper tool so you can put it specifically where you want to. I do not overdo this for my hair because one of the things my previous consultant, my forever consultant girl, me and you will never part. What my consultant said is that putting oils and creams and butters or whatever in your hair will attract more dirt and dust and cause buildup and lint. And so you have to be very mindful of putting anything besides your water, your shampoo, maybe your liquid conditioner after you're fully locked. You have to be very mindful of that because any oils or creams or butters could cause buildup. And so I'm aware of that, even as I use this as needed. But I want to have this in my arsenal. I can't make a recommendation right now. I am approaching this is about, it's right here. About right there. And I've already ordered a second bottle on Amazon. I did find my original bottle here in Ohio, in my rural Ohioan area. I found this in store. But as you probably know, this is gaining popularity in more communities than the African American communities. And so it's still in the ethnic hair care section. But I don't gatekeep. If somebody loves it, if it's working for one community and it works for another community, as long as they ensure that it's a quality product and don't raise the price to its exorbitant and nobody can hardly buy it or afford it, I'm good. Let's not gatekeep. Share it with people. It's fine. As long as you can get yours and I can get mine. Okay? Okay. Other things that I commonly use, and I will link them too if I can find them, but I just looked down and saw these. I use these hair bands, the ones that are not like plain rubber bands. I don't want to pull my hair. I use this size and this size. I use both of these to style my hair generally. I also use scrunchies on occasion, but I haven't used them probably within the past week or so. So I want to share those. I also use this contraption while I'm washing my hair, or the pads of my fingers to wash my hair. I don't use my fingernails ever. So also to dry my hair, I have 3 different styles of towels. I have this one, it's a t-shirt material. And what is it called? I think it says hair rope hair. I think it says hair rope hair maybe. I don't know. So I have this, it's huge. It's t-shirt material, it's a towel. It does have a loop that will allow you to, you know, do your towel thing, put up your turban. There's another one I have, also a turban. This is made of microfiber material. I have a couple of these. The big ones. And that's because as you get out of the shower, you're getting all that water out of your hair. You soak one towel, you gotta try another one. Just the stages of the drying process. I have multiple towels that I use for my Sisterlocks. One of the newest things that I purchased but have not used yet, lock loops. The lock loops come with 30 lock loops. I bought 2 packages because I wasn't sure how many I would need to cover my full head. If I'm able to do my head with just this package, I might create a little gift basket or a gift for followers with locks, or followers with microlocs or Sisterlocks, or whatever locks you have and you want to try these. I'll get them to you, but that's in the near future. We shall talk about the criteria for entering for a chance to win the lock loops, plus other highly recommended by me lock products in the future. Now, one thing that I didn't show you is the length with the braid out. So I'll turn to the side. I don't know if you'll be able to see. I'll try not to. I'll try to level my chin there. So that's what my hair looks like from the side. I don't think we're at bra strap length, even straight. I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think we're quite there. I'll update you. I don't remember how long my hair looked when it wasn't in a braid out. This is the length of my hair right now. The length that I like to achieve is probably about right there. And that's the length that I would try to maintain my Sisterlocks at. I would get it cut to that length. That's right below bra strap length, I think. Is that right? I don't know. So that is the length that I would aim for and try to maintain. I don't want the issues that come with waist or hip length Sisterlocks. It's not for me. I want to be able to manipulate my hair. I don't want to have to move it when I sit down. I know it can be very challenging when you have super long locks. I'll have to have a length that I can manage comfortably, that I can put it in a shower cap, that I can do a braid out if I want to, that I can style. And I don't just want the option to wear it straight. Another product that I use every braid out wash day are these black rubber bands. And I started using the black ones because I do go outside with my hair damp, and I want to style it in a way that allows my hair to dry and does not make the rubber bands so very obvious. The color rubber bands were great when my Sisterlocks were shorter and they dried quicker. Now that the drying time is extended due to the length of my hair, and I prefer to just have some black rubber bands that are less conspicuous. I'm fine with taking the time to pull the rubber bands out carefully. I do have a tool that will allow me to break the rubber bands if one does happen to get stuck. And here it is. It does have a blade in it, so you have to be really careful with your hair. Make sure you're not cutting your hair, but you just wedge it under that rubber band and break it. It's a very handy tool when you're using rubber bands to do braid outs. Another product that I haven't used yet, but I do plan on using when I use my lock loops, is a setting lotion. It's a Nairobi Rapid Shine foaming lotion. As I mentioned, not used yet, but it's in the works. It's in the plan. If you've enjoyed the video, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. If you enjoy Sisterlock content, I'll leave a playlist right here just for you. Thanks, and I will see you next time.